Hi everyone, welcome to Dazzling Handmade. Today we're creating this vintage journal page with a really cute lace pocket. So to start off, I'm going to show you some of the washes I have and we'll be using some of it, not all of it. Just want to show you I've had a lot of washes and this is just like a 0.002% of washes. And I got this really awesome vintage stamps from Etsy. So it was so big I had to cut them up and just pocket them separately, but they came out very, very good. They're such good quality. I'm gonna start with this lady. I'm gonna stamp her on a cardstock, and she looks really good. Such a good quality stamp. And I'm gonna color it with this set of colors that I got from Amazon, I think. I'll put the link down below because they are so good. For face and skin, I'm using the 132, which is like a melody something. Very good for Caucasian skin color. And for her dress, I'm gonna do a baby blue, Bahamas ocean blue, and some purple. And like that. And she's holding some cards in her hand. And I'm gonna cut her out because I just need her like that. And she's about 4 inches. I also got this really cool journals from Amazon. They were like $1 each, and there's no lines or dots, so I really like that for these kinds of journals. Got a bunch of die cuts, and I'm choose this one for the pocket. Now I want to show you that this went through 3 times and it did not cut. Not good at all. But this one went through 5 times. So I didn't give up on it and it came out very, very nicely about 5 times. So I went over like this 3 times and then I flipped it and it went through again twice. And then it all fell out and came out perfectly. So it comes with this little dotted sides where it shows you where to fold it, and as you fold it, those white backstalks, they just disappear. With the bone, just straighten it up to make sure there's nothing bumpy in there. So that is done. Now to start, I'm gonna use this Victorian velvet. With this, I'm just brushing the sides, the edges, and some on the inside, just making it look a little bit dirty. Sometimes I don't show the exact name of the color very well, but you see kind of how it looks like, and you can use a similar one. I do have a whole collection. I think I have every color, so I use just whatever I feel like using. But if you don't have every single color, then you can use any color you like. This is just an example how to build a journal from scratch. And this is just, yeah, I can't see, I'm sorry. A yellowish vintage yellow. With this, just go in with the brush and fill out those empty spaces. Now here I got some of the vintage stamps, vintage element stamps, and I picked out these 2, which I'll be using most of this one. This is a whole piece. So yeah, this is gathered twigs, but you can use vintage photo or any like espresso colored ink. And just like that, I like that it's missing some pieces. So because it's a new journal, that part was a little bit missing, and I had to go in again with something underneath, and it came out pretty good. But this is better. And then also on top, and then if there's any leftover, I just stamp it in the empty areas. So this is pretty much done. Maybe one more, and right there. All right, so I'm done with the background. My lady fell into the coffee by accident, and she was sinking in there for a good 10 minutes, and her head came off. But look at the color. The the ink, it didn't get ruined. And you can still see the rosy cheeks on her face. So this proves the markers I'm using is really, really good. I got this long washi of park things, and I'm gonna use this bench and make it look like she's standing in front of it. And this is a little trick. I rip off a little piece of the underneath layer to make sure the rolls sticks back in so it doesn't get rolled out and all over the place and just make a mess. So this looks good. I'm gonna crop this out. It's good to have small, medium, and big scissors because sometimes you really need to get into those tiny areas, and then small, thin scissors help with that. So the washies are pretty sticky, but they can often come off, flicker off. To make sure that doesn't happen, I am gluing this just to give it support. And there you go, and she will go right in front of it. And I'm also using a rose. I will be using a few roses. This is kind of like a transparent background, the white area, so I don't have to crop off insanely too much, but you can see like I can get into those tiny little details. And gluing this too, right in the middle. And then the pocket is gonna go right here. All right, vintage photo. I think this is one of the most used ink I have. I have multiple of these just in case. And I'm just gonna brush the edges with it to give it a nice look. This is like a reddish brown with this, a brick color. This is a brick color. With this, I'm brushing from the outside inwards to give it a little shadow, distressed shadow. Very good. And a little bit of blue too, here and there. Not too much, just a little bit to give it contrast. And then we'll also be using a blue butterfly, so this will all match together. But first I'm gonna use this one, and using a blue ink again, and this is the same blue. With that, I'm just gonna make a couple of stamps with this, just randomly here and there. The good thing about these vintage junk journals is that you don't really have to plan. This is a new toy. It is a glitter paste. Glitter Kiss is what it's called, this one. And it has this little cute sponge, and this glitter paste will last you like 10 years. You can just dab a teeny tiny bit and then put it anywhere you want, going in a circular motion, and it will dry up, it will not flake off, and it will look nice and shiny. So I bought a few colors of these. I'm very excited to play with them. And then I also have this one. It's kind of like a greenish metallic. This one does not have glitter in it, but it's just metallic, and you can use this with your finger. It's non-toxic and it comes off from your finger very easily. So I'm just gonna go in with the finger and just brush it around here and there and blending it in. And the good thing about this is that you can the fun thing, you can go nuts with it. You can do whatever you want. It's gonna look good. Here's a blue butterfly I have, and it will look very nice with all the contrast colors I'm using. But first, more roses. I'm gonna put one in the middle and then later one on the side. Just give it more detail. Right there, and then another one around the edge. And now time to glue her up, now that I have everything in place, and cannot forget about her head. This is not Halloween. All right, looks very good. Now time to glue the pocket. Remember, only glue the sides you folded in. Do not glue the middle part. All right, butterfly goes into the corner. I actually very much love using these butterfly stickers. I also have another one. This is more like a washi material, so you can kind of see the outline of it. And for the pocket, I'm gonna be using this very simple white cardstock that was die cutted, and you can write something in there, anything you like, really. All right, so this is done, and that second butterfly looks like it's standing on the rose. You can see a little bit of shine from both the pink glitter paste and the green metallic paste. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I give you some little ideas for your next journal, and let me know if you have any questions.